Good afternoon. We've got a lot to get to on this Monday. We begin with yet another police agency concerned about an officer shortage.
So we told you last week about the Washington County Sheriff planning to cut overnight patrols because there are not enough deputies. Well, county leaders say it's all due to low pay. Today, Karen Campbell went to Henry County to talk with that sheriff about what he says his office needs to prevent it from happening here, or rather there.
A looming crisis. That is what the Henry County Sheriff says is on the horizon if deputies don't receive fair pay.
This is scary. It is a scary thing.
Sheriff John Sproles says his deputies are grossly underpaid.
We have a high-risk job. It's not a $49,000 a year job. We have got to pay our officers fair pay at a minimum.
Sproles says when Washington County's sheriff announced on March 15th suspending its overnight shift due to staffing shortages, he feared Henry County wasn't far behind.
If we don't have any county officers on duty and we don't have any state police officers in the area, what happens when somebody calls it, somebody's kicking my front door in? I don't know what happens.
But city leaders say it's due to a lack of funding.
I feel the sheriff's pain because our police chief has mentioned the same thing in council meetings that, we're having trouble retaining our officers because the other larger cities are offering huge hire-on bonuses.
Purdue says something has to be done.
My wife and I talked about with the Washington County situation where the sheriff said there's no third shift coverage. How frightening is that? I mean, so that has to be avoided somehow.
When you're in that position, you're in trouble.
Sheriff Sproles says by 2025, a third-party company quoted that average fair pay at about $60,000, a salary he says needs to be put in place to help keep deputies here in Henry County. Karen Campbell, 13 News.
In a social media post, Washington County Sheriff Burton Miller says Indiana State Police will help provide coverage during overnight hours. The city council there also approved an $8,000 pay raise for deputies.